A ton of EZAs are coming during the 8-year anniversary, so prep these units now. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we're doing a brief overview of all of the EZAs coming during Dokkan Battle's 8th anniversary, and taking a look a bit at some of the other units who link well with them that you can prep to work well and have yourself ready to run these guys on a couple of teams. So let's go ahead and kick it off with the first two EZAs. That is the EZA for the Fizz, Super Vegito, and STR Boo, who transforms into Buhan, Boo Tanks, or Boo Piccolo. Both of these guys are pretty decent post EZA. I think the Boo's a little bit better, especially if you manage to transform him into Buhan, where he's guarding and he's launching additional attacks. He's getting quite a significant attack buff. The Vegito just gets a little better at counting, although not really at first. He does take a while to build up his counters and get a little better, but he still does his job well, right? He has that effect of reducing normals by 80%. So he's a god against normal attacks, although he can get caught up by a super. Both of these guys are really good, and you want to make sure you don't miss out on these guys. If you're a player who's been playing for a while, you've probably got these guys, maybe even link leveled them at this point. But if you're someone like me who joined a little bit later in the game, maybe not so much. Like, you know, for example, I don't even have the Super Vegito, and I'm still working on this guy's links. So if you've got these guys, you haven't begun their links, maybe you just pulled them last year during Worldwide on your tickets and it didn't seem that good then, well, they're pretty good now. So my advice, start leveling them up, start getting them ready, because they're kind of fun to run once you run them on their teams. You know, Buhan has the issue of not being on a home, kind of like the AGL Boo, but nonetheless can still be run pretty well. Vegito's got a few 200% teams that he can have a bit of fun on. So as far as link partners goes, the Vegito Blue, or the Super Vegito, best partner is the STR transforming Super Vegito. So if you've got him, work his links. He works well with this Go Tanks, who honestly isn't that bad if you're running a fused fighter team. This Vegito, if you want to wank this guy a bit, make his counters hit a little bit hard, this guy's fun to run. He links well with the Vegito Blue, who's getting an EZA at the end of the celebration. He's also a good partner, provided you're not taking any super attacks in slot 1. He's also a good partner for the Super Saiyan 2 Goku here. He's also a great partner for the Z duo as well. So if you've got any of the units you see here on screen, I would also recommend start leveling them up, because they will be very, very helpful to help you run this guy. Now, as far as super attack goes, there is no grindable super attack for this Vegito, because he starts as a Super Vegito, and the Vegitos that you can grind from his story event are starting as base Vegito, so you can't really use him. The Buhan, on the other hand, is actually really good. He's got some good partners in his Boo form. The Kid Boo, obviously really good, although they won't have big bad bosses till he fully transforms into Buhan. He shares some good links with Boo Tanks. He shares 6 links, although not depicted here, with the Buhan once fully transformed, if you manage to link him into Buhan. If you get Boo Piccolo, he's still alright. Great third slot option to support the Kid Boo and the Buhan once transformed. His best partner is the Tech Boo, but obviously, you know, this guy still needs a lot of work. He needs a really good EZA to be kind of relevant nowadays. If you transform, though, he's actually a really good partner as well for the AGLLR Boo as well, right? If we click on here, for example, you can see he shares 4 links with him, which is pretty good. Although this guy won't have big bad bosses like this guy would upon transformation. So as far as grindable super attack goes, when he's in Super Boo, you can grind his super attack from this guy here. I don't know why it says summonable. This guy is not summonable. He's a drop card from the Kid Buu story event, so definitely recommend you go pick him up. He starts out as a good Buu. You'll have to Dokkan awaken him and Z awaken him to the UR, and then you can level him up for a 100% chance to level up your Super Buu. So if you haven't begun working on either one of these guys, I recommend you begin so now, because they are quite good. For the part 2 EZAs, we have some actually really fun ones. We have the EZA for the Super Saiyan Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku and the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. Both of these guys are really good. The Spirit Bomb absorbed Goku works really well, especially if you can get his rainbow orbs, because he can then be pretty tanky, especially because he is then greatly raising his attack and defense now on his super attack. He's also getting more attack and defense on a Super Saiyan team, so that's really where you want to run them. Funny enough, both units kind of want to be limited to certain teams, although this guy can kind of get away with being on a Power Beyond Super Saiyan team with the gods, but he does need Universal Survival Saga allies to be really good, right? He needs one on the team to get his extra super attacks for the first 5 turns, and to get his guard against all attacks. So there are a few good partners, and we'll go over that in a minute, but he also needs at least 3 other reps of Universe 7 allies in order to activate his Spirit Bomb, which is really what you want to run him for. You want to build him up until you can launch this, which is probably still one of the hardest active skills in the game, and it's even more so post EZA, because obviously now he's got all the stats and all this extra build. So they are both really good. If you haven't begun grinding them out, make sure you do so now. The Goku is kind of neat, the Spirit Bomb absorb Goku, because he can be picked up for free if you're lucky on your legendary GT Goku summon. So if you've done those or haven't done those yet, you may or may not be able to pick up this guy from those tickets. So just something I wanted to throw out there. As far as link partner goes, the Spirit Bomb absorb Goku is probably the best link partner for the Z duo, and a pretty decent link partner for the GT duo. He also, being a Super Saiyan Goku, obviously links well with Gohan, the AGL Gohans, the Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the Tech Goku and Gohan links really well with. This Goku post EZA, he works really well with. You're probably not running them. The AGL Goku and Vegeta always need some help, so he's a really good help for them. If you're running them, their Movie Heroes team and him on it, very good. There's quite a few good Super Saiyans on Movie Heroes, especially with the likes of Birdku existing, right? As far as super attack goes for leveling this guy up, this Gone Fishing Goku is probably the best. He does start as a Super Saiyan in his base form, so this guy's probably the best option. Although if you didn't grind out a bunch of these during April Fools, then your next best option, in my opinion, if we close this out, this guy right here, this is the Goku from the tutorial. Use him. He's probably the quickest and fastest way to do it, honestly, with the least amount of resources used. There is this guy from the Battle of Gods event, but I feel like it reuses too much resources to grind him out. I feel like this one uses a little bit less, so that's as far as you can do for preparing him. Like I said, link level if you haven't already, because it's going to be helpful. For the Blue Kaioken, he links well with a lot of good Realm of God partners. STR is Goku UI here is probably the best option because he has that dodge. Although this guy, having EZA'd since the Blue Kaioken EZA'd on JP, is definitely a good help. He could be running 3rd slot. You could probably run this guy first, this guy 3rd, and then Blue Kaioken in the 2nd slot while he builds. Although with the guard, after the turn or two, can probably handle slot 1 on his own, to be completely honest. He also links well with the Gogeta Blue, the AGL UI, the LR God. So really, best team I would personally say is probably Power Beyond Super Saiyan, because you could run UI Goku, STR UI Goku, or this guy and the Blue Kaioken, and have your 3 reps of Universe 7 in order to launch his, while still running guys like this or the Tech Vegito Blue on the Gods team, right? You can have a pretty solid team set up there with these guys. So he does not have a grindable super attack because he starts as Blue Kaioken, and there is no free-to-play card like that, unfortunately. Up next, the Piece de Resistance, the last ultimate EZAs that we've all been waiting for, the 5-year fusions. These guys are outstanding EZAs, probably the best we've had so far. I don't think any EZA that's come out since them in February on JP has topped them. So definitely, if you've not prepared these guys more so than any others, whether it's grinding out their super attack, link leveling them, do so now. Get them ready. Grind their Dokkan events. Maybe you pick them up and just never awaken them. I don't know why you would have, but if you're in that boat, do so now. Level them up. Get them ready because they are amazing. The Vegito Blue post transformation, right? We're just going to look at post transformation for now. Is launching like 5 super attacks if he's got at least a dupe or 2 in him, right? Because he gets an additional super attack. And then has a medium chance of launching another additional super attack if he's in the second or third slot. And then he has a guaranteed one if you get the 24 key. And then the hidden potential activates. So he could launch possibly 5 supers. On top of that, the turn that he transforms, he is evading all attacks. Gogeta doing the exact same thing, evading all attacks on the transformation turn. Launching an additional attack, is effective against all types, and then has crits on his 24 key. So he could launch up to 4 supers if he gets lucky, but not the 5 like the Vegito. I really wish they just gave him the additional super on the 24. I don't really see a reason to give him crit since he's effective against all types, but nonetheless, 4 supers is still pretty good for him, especially with their EZA stats, all the attack and defense buffs they're going to be getting on those extra supers. He's going to be hitting pretty darn hard. Now, looking at link partners, post transformation, that's really where you're going to be looking. Post transformation, they are each other's best link partners, right? 6 links shared. You're probably going to want to be running them together. Although Vegeta has a few options that can work well if you're not running the Gogeta, right? He shares 3 links with Orange Piccolo, not shown here, but 3 links. Good slot 1 partner for him, can save him a lot of hassle. He also shares some good links with the LR gods. And he also shares some decent links with this Vegito Blue here, this free-to-play one. So if you're somebody who's still kind of building out your roster and you've got this free-to-play Vegito, definitely a solid option. Now, in base form, he does have a grindable super attack at the SSR level, and that's this Vegito here. This Vegito is picked up. There's 2 places to pick up some base Vegitos. One is from this one here, which can be picked up from, I don't know why it says summonable, but it can be picked up from the Super Vegito story event. Or not story event, Dokkan event. You can grind him out and feed him in. Or there's this one here who's available infinitely for incredible gems in the Baba shop. So if you've been grinding out your links on these characters that I mentioned, you'll probably end up with more than enough to pick up a few copies of him to feed him in for the super attack for this LR base Vegito Blue. Now on the Gogeta, he does have a grindable super attack from the Dragon Ball Super story event. It is not available during the anniversary, nor is it available now. So you'll have to use keys in order to pick him up, just so you know. Keys can be easily attainable in the Baba shop now. They refresh quite often, so grab those when you can and grind him out if you have not already. The Gogeta Blue, like I said, best link partner is post transformation. Best link partner is the Vegito Blue, but he also shares some good links with the gods, the Blue Kaioken. So like I was saying, you could run a Power Beyond Super Saiyan for Blue Kaioken, and you could have a rotation of this guy, the Gogeta Blue, and it work all right, provided you have some good reps of Universe 7 floaters. Links well with the AGL Gogeta, links well with this guy who's probably due up for an EZA, like I mentioned earlier, as well as that free-to-play Vegito Blue. He also links well with a few characters that have EZA'd since the anniversary, like this God Goku and this God Goku here. So definitely work on any of these units, build their links, grind their super attacks, whatever you need to do to get them ready, because you do not want to have to be waiting on these guys. have the super attacks ready. If you're somebody who doesn't have these, grind the super attacks out now, and maybe you'll pull them during the anniversary, right? Because they are available on both banners. So definitely make sure you have them ready, because you do want to be having that fun with them when they end up hitting those big numbers post transformation, because these are probably some of the most fun EZAs I've had with an EZA bar. I think Fizz Piccolo is probably my second favorite EZA compared to these guys. So anyways, guys, that is the video. That is the upcoming EZAs for the 8-year anniversary. It's a lot. 8 EZAs here. I'm sorry, not 8 EZAs, 6 EZAs, 8 if you include the free-to-play ones, but we're not really talking about those right now because there's nothing you can do for them until they drop. But 6 EZAs here, really good EZAs. All of them stand on their own on some really good teams. So I definitely want to make sure you're ready for that. So that is the video, guys. Hopefully you guys found the guide helpful. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let me know, which EZA are you looking forward to the most? For me personally, it is the Vegito blue and the blue Kaioken Goku. They were my first LR and my first Dokkan Festival exclusive. So I'm looking forward to finally using them at EZA status. So anyways, guys, that's the video. If nothing else, thanks for watching, and aloha.